India are looking to get a flying start here in the long race towards the finish line. This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running.
For me, Peter, Steven Gerrard's game is all about courage. It's a word he himself uses a lot. He's always urging everyone around him to have a go on the ball and not be afraid.
And he absolutely practices what he preaches in that respect.
He does, indeed. And I think he's England's best all-round midfielder of his generation. A ball winner, great distributor, never stopped running, playmaker, and more than a decent finisher too. The only question is, where do you play him to make the most out of all of those talents?
Doku showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. There's the header! They've scored! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
India finding themselves unexpected. He's had a shot! No, not quite.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
A probing pass.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. In once more. Madrid given another corner. It's their second corner of the game. Girassi! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Oh, easy pickings there. Played into space. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Elise. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Girassi tries to clear. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Great ball and he's in. Rui Costa! Oh, crossbar! Now that was neither one thing nor the other.
Yeah, and I don't think there was much wrong with his vision nor his decision-making. India are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side. Shevchenko clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And he is deftly away. And the counter is on. That's beautifully weighted. It's Rui Costa! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Rui Costa certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Great defending, strong and determined.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Deftly away. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 2 then. There's the header! Harmlessly behind. And it's Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka drills one in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Doku. Gerrard. Mateus. Mateus is delivered. Oh, good effort! And again! And it's in! And this is getting better and better. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Looking to play him in. Looking for options for movement. Rui Costa! And it's there! They are purring! stirring. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. A case now. Oh, he's having a go! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, can he finish? And he hits the net. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of...
There's the shot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Good take, and is he in? Bonatoni. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that has been knocked clear.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. That's been cut out, well played. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Olise going after that. Now it's Girassi. Well, they could break here. That's good vision. He's had a shot! And he should have made them pay.
I think this defence could do themselves a massive favour by being more decisive, more communicative. They're being penetrated too easily, too often.
Great vision. Kusanov. And here's Donatoni. Nicely shaped ball. And that is expertly dealt with. Mateus conjures time and space where few can. He is through here. And Shevchenko! And he couldn't finish.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Mateus threads one in, and the shot! And that's in! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Madrid palpably stronger, better, superior. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Almost an hour gone. Tonali looking for a runner. Albert Ferrer calmly anticipates. Kusanov, it's a pretty loose pass. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he's quick to return it. Girassi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Albert Ferrer spots it and intercepts. Doku. He's a sharp little ball here. And it's played in. Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. He'll fancy himself from here. So the perfect chance to get one back. Olise is onto this. Robertson gets it away. And it's McAllister. Good ball. Lewandowski! No, he's missed it.
Oh, how about that touch, Peter? I mean, that was brilliant. He got the ball to go exactly where he wanted it. The touch was perfection, the finish, imperfection.
And he's picked it up out wide. In with the challenge. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Serginho, Doku. Great chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
The
7.
two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
20. El dorsal 15.
Marquinhos into the last quarter of an hour.
El dorsal
It's made its way to him.
El dorsal 11. El dorsal 4. Ribli. El
It's
dorsal
Kukçu.
24. El dorsal 5.
Good looking ball.
Javier Zanetti. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
He's in a great position here. And Ribery! It's a goal! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless. A class of their own. He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. India present their opponents with the best possible chance here. So this to extend their lead. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
India needed that, they really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Not the most accurate pass. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Wan-Bissaka. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And there's green grass ahead of him. Ribery! And that's a good finish. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves. And you can...
And Messi! Out the best in the keeper.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Looking for the run. 5 minutes to add. Can he get it through? And this is Ribery. Ribery! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Kusanov. Now he's got space here, and he's intervened well there. Zanetti. And that will be the final act. India cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So it's away we go then. Olise totally focused today, as always, as he has been throughout the 499 appearances he's made up until this one.
Well, he's a special professional who's done a sterling job to keep himself at the top of his game for oh so long. His durability and his mental strength have been a constant, and I wish him all the luck today.
Alexander-Arnold, he's shifting through the gears here. And he's had it nicked away. Threads one in. India do have a chance to counter here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Long ball looking to counter.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Oh, important interception. Marquinhos clears without hesitation.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That has ended up in no man's land. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Played into space. O'Reilly. For Valverde. Valverde scooting forward. Fofana, that's a little off target. That's a cute ball. Out of play for a goal kick.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Some good work on the right flank here. Tomori does really well to win the ball there. Valverde.
Barcelona really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Valverde. Here's Haaland. And it's O'Reilly. He won't be happy with that one.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, played through for the wide man. He is through here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's being shifted off it. McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets. And they can counter here. And here's Haaland. Serginho. Doku. That's a throw. Marquinhos. And it's James. A probing pass. Now this could be a chance. In by James. And he's there to clear it. Tried the volley, but no.
Well, I think his mind was made up the way that ball arrived, and I certainly admire his willingness to hit the volley. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Now that looks a decent ball. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Haaland. Valverde gets on his bike and on the move. Nicely worked. And it's made its way to him. That's tidy. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Alexander-Arnold with a definite foul there. And he's going to have his name taken. Fofana. He's found a way through. Spread out to the left. O'Reilly's cross.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Taken back almost at once. Valverde. McAllister. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And no surprise, that's a booking. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Doku has it out wide and in space. It's their second corner of the game. And that has been knocked clear. Has a look up and delivers. And it's hoisted clear.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Now it's Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. And it's McAllister. That's going wide left.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's intervened well there. And for the first half, that is that. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in the second half.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we are back underway.
India clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And again! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Barcelona have their second corner now. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. And he decides to cross it. Fofana. Big chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Fofana. Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Goes for a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Donadoni! Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. He knows what's coming, a second yellow, and he's off. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Great chance here from position A1.
Será reemplazado por
Valverde
el
can
dorsal
clear it
25.
away.
Cambio de jugadores.
He's a sharp little ball here. Olise was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Tries one from range! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
He's in a great position here. Knocks it into space. Great work on the overlap. Albert Ferrer clears. And the counter is on. Somewhat off target. And it's Gerrard. That's a nicely shaped ball. And Boyan! In he goes again! It's off target and by quite a way.
India really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
So we have
5,
movement on both benches.
El dorsal 8, el dorsal 33.
So much has happened in this game, but still no goal.
Well, from an entertainment viewpoint, it's not the scoreline we would have wanted at this stage, although I'm not complaining about the commitment being shown. We've seen plenty of goal-mouth action.
No, that's been intercepted. Onana. Nouri. Now it's Balogun. De Bruyne. Shevchenko. Nicely weighted ball. It's a good run down the right. Tries to play it through. Vardiol. Nouri. Could move up a gear here. And no, that was never going to make it. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Good ball, good take.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Oh, that's... Can he finish? Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And another try!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Can he get on the end of this? McAllister, De Bruyne, and here's Bojan. That has not gone well. In comes the corner. So, third corner of the game. Cleared away. He'll try from distance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Deftly away. Nouri.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Oh, well measured. Real chance! Incredible! Just incredible! A breakthrough! So late in the day! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Barcelona now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, I can wholeheartely say, Peter, they deserved this, but has the opposition enough...
Goes to finish! It is a very good save. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And the shot! And that's in! They have stolen level at the last! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
India are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Haaland touches it back. Camavinga. Towering header! Oh, he's done it! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! And the referee brings it to a close. India can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Every game feels like a special one in Buenos Aires, even more so perhaps in this neighbourhood of Núñez, famously inhabited by a true heavyweight of South American football, River Plate. Things already rolling.
For me, Peter, Steven Gerrard's game is all about courage. It's a word he himself uses a lot. He's always urging everyone around him to have a go on the ball and not be afraid.
And chance for a shot! Goal! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to.
Real chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
And you can see how the direct approach can work really well. Get yourself on the ball and give it a try.
India with the corner, they're first. Tries a shot! Oh, good finish! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some play
could be danger here. It's gone out for a throw-in. And that has left him in a heap. Searching pass he's played there. Yeah, that looks a decent ball. Two 0 ahead already. It's been an almost perfect start. Now he's off and running. Oh, just skips past his man. Hazard. Good, strong midfield running here. Caught offside that time. McAllister, a probing pass. Oh, that's clever. Verbruggen gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Alexander-Arnold. Marquinhos. Neymar. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's in plenty of space here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And this is Bale. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Hazard. McAllister did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Olise, he has found a way through. Goes for a shot! Fantastic from Olise! A finish of true class! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That is simply tremendous.
Lewandowski! Mbappe. Hazard. Well, we expected better, and so did he. It's a searching pass. Gerrard. Can he get it through? Doku. And that's been won straight back. Tries to pass it through. Oh, shooting chance! And how did he not make it 4?
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
Gerrard. Now it's Mbappe. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. So, is it really plausible to have a hit from here? And the shot! And there's a goal! And they are right back within touch! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So could they be onto something here? Gerrard. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Forced to go back. Mbappe. India looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Olise finding himself in space. There's the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And in that moment, he has his 50th goal. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that.
It's Lewandowski! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Knocks it into space. And it's Gerrard. Messi. And a chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Se agregarán 3 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
Van Dijk. Mbappe might just make this. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. It's a pretty loose pass. Doku. And the shot! Fantastic from Elise! About as smooth as it gets. And they're threatening to fly away here. As simple as you like. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, I think it's pretty much ideal so far, Peter. They won't be happy about conceding, but other than that, it's been really plain sailing.
India have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. And so the action is resumed. Great, he's in one-on-one. Decent chance! Goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
At least that has given their people something to smile about. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's found a way through.
Well, Peter, he's looking particularly sharp.
And certainly on the hunt for his personal treble.
Yeah, and I certainly wouldn't go against that, although he may keep an eye on the bench for fear of being taken off.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's there to belt it away. Donatoni is the team's great visionary. And he's quick to return it. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Chance! Now, who's going to be first? Big chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Shot a goal! Well, that is remarkable.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Caceres. Mbappe. Now it's Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's had a shot! And again! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
He'll be annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
It's their second corner of the game. Albert Ferrer gets it away. Albert Ferrer clears it away. Very nicely done.
La
the
cantidad de
defence just
espectadores de
about
este
came out on
partido
top, but they
fue
were
de
certainly tested.
60.333.
Another chance from a corner. Corner number 2 then. Lewandowski! He's kept it out just. Gerrard looking to add to his goal. Hazard. Van Dijk. Caceres. And he's forced to go back. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Now, there's no getting past him. It's really well defended. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties. Lewandowski clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Corner number 3 coming up. Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. Azar. Chance here to counter. And here's Bale. Hazard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he cuts out the supply, spread it left. Cáceres looking for options for movement. The cross. And that's the keeper's ball. And it's Azar. Lovely bit of skill. He might be in here. Takes a shot! Oh, that's a waste.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 11.
So we have movement on
Número
both
14.
benches.
Entran número 17, número 13. Se va a realizar un cambio.
Great ball if he can get there. Oh, that's fabulous. Boyan! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Mbappe. Van Dijk. Now it's Bale. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Gerrard. Pass somewhat off target. Aimed beyond the defence. Doué gets into a good position. And he shoots! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss. Alexander-Arnold. Messi. Raúl. Crunching tackle. Raúl has a look to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's an imaginative pass. 4 added minutes on the board. De Bruyne. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can. Bojan Krkic has it out wide and in space. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Cáceres. So that's it. It is all over. India really have hit the heights. A tour de force. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
James. Olise is onto this. Drives it in. Keeper's dealt with that. And he's been shifted off it. Lexington are looking to break at pace. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, you can never emphasise enough just how important it is to have a dependable goalkeeper, and this fella, Emi Martinez, is certainly one that fits the bill. He's one of the characters left in the game nowadays. I mean, people describe him as a little eccentric, and truth be told, he is.
Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And this is Batistuta. Oh, he's burst through. Great chance! So, a breakthrough already. James. Really fierce, close defending. Donald. And the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Donadoni clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Oh, super ball! He's having a pop! Oh, that is rather wayward.
James clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there. India really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's Count. Marquinhos is very much of the none-shall pass school of defending. Neymar wins the duel this time. Donatoni. And he skips past his man. Now that's well seen too. McAllister is always looking to break lines. Olise. Lexington are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Oh, well played. Rijkaard goes back. It's a good run he's making out on the left. He's got away. Donatoni. No, he wasn't going to let him pass. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. And no surprise, that's a booking. India with a chance to get level. A formality, we're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now it's Neymar. Neymar, expertly cut out, really nicely done. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Dani Olmo can see things others simply cannot. And that's really well manoeuvred. Lewandowski. Can he finish? A real chance and a real let-off.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Kukçu. Donatoni. Nicely weighted ball. He's in plenty of space here. He's picked his way through. And it's played in here. And it's claimed by the keeper.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Dani Olmo.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Passing nice and neat. Nice sequence of passes. Shoots! Batistuta! Utterly brilliant! His position was perfect. The invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And now he has two. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Oh, he's found support out wide. And for the first half, that is that. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And if you have just joined, takes the shot! Steven Gerrard, the man for every moment! About as smooth as it gets! And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
India dragged themselves back again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Takes a shot! It's in!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
India have their lead.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention.
Tries a shot! And a neat finish! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
So again, we have parity.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And it's Kaut. Dani Olmo.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Serginho looking for the run. Doku has it in a wide position. McAllister. Now it's Don. Oh, he's having a go! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Gerrard. He won't be happy with that one. McAllister. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Kaut. Now it's Shevchenko. Neymar. Well, that looks a decent ball. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Now it's Lewandowski. Back where it came from. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Kaut. Dani Olmo. Spread out to the left. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. He's had a shot! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Coming on the field is number 19, Betts.
And it's Kaut. That ball looks a good one. He's rising! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Lexington clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Silvestre cuts it out. Now it's Kaut. Gerrard. Doku. Can he get it through? Serginho swings it. Getting up there! Another one of football's and how moments.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Substitution on the field, number 25.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 22, Neymar. Coming on the field, number 45.
That's going wide left.
Number 10, Messi.
Bojan
Substitution taking
Kurkic
place.
providing an outlet on that flank. Brilliantly cut out. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And he has shown him a yellow card. Rijkaard. Lexington really will have to throw everything at this now. Now, who's going to be first to this? Has another go! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Impressive jump! Nearly, but not quite.
Van Dijk is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Saliba proves too strong. Osimhen. Serginho with the slide tackle. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, wow, that's crazy! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Lexington found the way. Force is having a shot! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
McAllister. Shevchenko. Shot. And Messi! Oh, wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Drama at the death. Is there time for one more twist? Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, entry via the post is at the widest possible point, which means a keep.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I think this team can do themselves a massive favour by playing to this guy, Jeremy Doku's strengths. He's a bit of a nightmare for many defenders, and it's because of the fact that while a lot of wingers can be inconsistent...
Olise! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, Red, nice interception. Can he get it through? Doku tries... Oh, good effort! No, couldn't quite control it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Albert Ferrer. Donadoni. India have it back and can go again. Cannavaro, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Xavi Alonso. And this is Lewandowski. McAllister. Here's a chance! India are applying all the early pressure.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Suarez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's quick to return it. It's goals! In he goes again! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, what has happened here? Decent chance! It's fallen kindly here. Goal! Barcelona! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, what a ball! And a chance! And that's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went.
Cruyff! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are purring, truly purring. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager.
Real chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
And it's James. Olise is in a really good position out wide. Takes a shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
Otto. Shifted it to the flank.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It worked.
Good chance here! And somehow he kept it out.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
That is a brilliant interception. Scholes is the team's great visionary. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And here's Doku. He's in a good chance! And it's in! It could be a lifeline! Two more needed! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Still behind by two. Is there a way back into this? Cannavaro into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Not much subtlety about that challenge. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Not where it came from.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
So what can they make of this? That's a little off target. That has not gone well.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Driven in. Keeper has taken decisive action. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Adriano is fouled. And he has shown him a yellow card. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So we're underway for the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
It's a goal kick. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Nicely weighted ball. Olise has had a shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Now it's Bale. Oh, that's fabulous. Nice bit of trickery. In towards the back stick.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Here comes another cross.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Oh, such a clever touch. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. James. Xabi Alonso goes sliding in, knocks it into space. Looking for options for movement. Delivered in. Tries to get it clear. That has been slung wide. That's very neat. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Olise. Just about up to the hour now. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Donadoni really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that.
It's Adriano! And that's a good finish. It's all becoming so easy. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Barcelona visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Bale kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Marquinhos spots it and intercepts. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Olise. Donadoni. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And it's Marquinhos. He came in hard, very hard. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. James. Now that looks a decent ball.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Doku. Number 21,
Gabriel is pretty much the definition of the word Shevchenko!
Number 13, Donadoni. Number
Oh, he's been
18,
caught napping.
Olise.
Loose, and he shoots! And that's a tiny finish. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has... And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And no surprise, that's a booking. McAllister, it's a searching pass. Couldn't squeeze it through. Looking for the run. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And it's James. He's cut it out. Aims beyond the defence. Tries to pass it through. Oh, some tackle that. And the pass is intercepted. Tries to play it through. And he welcomes it in. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Kupchu. Well, no question, that's a foul. James has been sent off, just to confirm. It was a straight red. Ibrahimovic.
Out of time.
That's going to go a long way. Now, can they get him away? Shot, surely! And that's a sharp finish. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. He goes for the shot! And that is that. India suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round.